Hey there, Pixie fam. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be visiting the Epcot Resorts, which is Swan Dolphin, Yacht Club, Beach Club, Boardwalk, and we are also probably going to pop into Pop Century for a little bit because I have some ears to deliver. I am taking James around to show him again what you can do at Disney without actually having a Disney park ticket. And there's actually so much to do because there's so many resorts. Just getting to enjoy the ambiance of each resort and different food items and shopping is just a park day in itself. So let's go have some fun walking around the resorts and showing you a good time at Disney without a park ticket. And it looks like our boat is arriving to take us to these different resorts. It stops at Swan and Dolphin first, Yacht and Beach, and then Boardwalk, and then Epcot. So I think we will get off at Swan and Dolphin to take a look at that resort, and then either walk over to Boardwalk or Yacht and Beach, or get back on the boat. But I think it'll be faster to walk at the point once we're over there. We're in the boat. I was gonna sit outside, but it is too cold for that. Did you think you'd be on this many boats here? This is what our fourth boat ride this week. This is that's what I said. In Florida, the only place you can just jump on a boat anytime you want is at Disney World, and without a life jacket. We haven't worn a single life jacket this week. We made it to Swan and Dolphin, and the first thing that you are greeted with is a dining guide of different places to eat. And I'm going to tell you right now, this menu that they put here of just the samples of food look really good. It wasn't until we were on our way over here that I realized I had not actually walked the grounds of this resort and actually seen what the inside of it looks like and things. We had walked past it once when we were coming to the boardwalk just to do a quick run through, but it's actually really pretty. This fountain with the fish is hilarious to me also, by the way. They look like Dr. Seuss character fish. I'm not sure why, but it's cracking me up. Oh wow, look at this water art here for Blue Zoo. We have escalators up to the lobby. Looks like the fitness center, restaurant, and pool areas that way. A bar, the fountain. That's so cool. This is a really cool wall water feature here. Like I said, I had not been in here to see what this actually looks like. We walked past it, but never actually visited. Now, this is technically a great accommodation or good neighbor resort, so it is included in early entry, but I know that some things like extended deluxe evening hours are not included for those great accommodations. You can find those on My Disney Experience when you're looking to book your resort of what's a great accommodation and what's not, and what actual benefits you get from staying here. So I do know when you take a bus from Swan and Dolphin, it drops you off at the TTC and not at the actual front of Magic Kingdom with the buses for the Disney World resorts. It is super pretty in here. It kind of makes you think Vegas a little bit. I feel like the only thing that's missing are some slot machines around the resort. This glass feature here is insane. Oh my gosh. I turn around and I go, is that R2-D2? It's like a Galaxy's Edge photo op area with R2, or maybe not R2-D2, but an R2 unit here for photo op, which is hilarious to just kind of randomly see. But I mean, you are at Disney, so you are going to see things like that. We saw the sign for the gift shop, so we're going to go take a look over there as well. What's over here? Oh, Tafiti. Oh, I wonder if this is the actual mock-up they made when they were talking about building Tafiti, and they brought it here. That's really cool, actually, to see. There's a little sign, a placard that says, yeah, courtesy of Disney Imagineering. So this is what they built when they were showing us what Tafiti was going to look like at Epcot. So it looks like you can book your wedding venue here, and it looks like it's at one of the towers. So the wall literally says "Say I do" with a view. So it looks like you can see the fireworks from Luminous, see all of Epcot. That would be a dream, honestly. It looks like before you get back to the gift shops, there is a snack store. It says thank you. Can we walk in? Yes. Okay, sure. So looks like chips and things and snacks, candy, a quick service restaurant. Chill out. Looks like you have Froyo, soda fountain, wines. You can pick up some wine if you need some wine. Lots of wine, some water. Hayden Valley snack nuts. Right. Can we get one in this size, please? Champagne popping bottles. Yeah, there's pizza, sandwiches, breakfast, smoothies, froyo. So another quick service area here. Exiting that quick service and snack area, if you go back, it looks like there is two different shops, a Resort Essentials and then Disney's Gifts and Sundries. The Resort Essentials has a sign on the door, so it is currently they're on break, it looks like. So we will check out the other store here. It's just a cute little shop. Your standard merch. I don't see anything specific to this resort. So kind of things that you would expect to see. It looks like if you did not get magic bands when you ordered, you do have a small selection here. I say small selection, but there's a lot of different magic bands here actually. They have the Tinkerbell one, the Mickey balloons. You have something for your Marvel fans, Stitch, solid color ones if you want solid colors. Castle, Pooh, Star Wars, Disney Dad, Disney Moms. Yeah, actually, I say small collection, but there's a lot, actually. Looks like that venue with the view where you would have your wedding is up at the top of that tower back there above the beach area. So it will be a wonderful view for your wedding. We're going to head over to the Swan side, which I'm not certain there'll be much. I'm not certain there'll be too much of a difference, but let's go check it out. One of the coolest things about, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say, but one of the coolest things about visiting the resorts is getting to see these places you've driven by or been on a bus and rode by, and seeing them in person and seeing the actual size, because these buildings are a lot bigger than I expected them to be when we actually got down here. So it's kind of cool to see those things that you had driven by or been on a bus and rode by in person and getting to see the actual view of them, because it's fun. It's, again, you get the Disney vibes without actually having to be at the Disney parks, and it's a really cool experience. When you book your resorts, they usually send you a package with golf vouchers. This is where you can do the Fantasia mini golf. We actually did it one night and it's really fun. It's actually kind of difficult for kids. So it's a fun mini golf, but it's, a good fun free activity when you get those things inside of your mail when you book your resort. I didn't think there would be much of a difference in the way that the two towers look, but there actually is. This one is a little more elegant. The other one felt more like business convention, and this one feels elegant with the Swan water fountain here. And just the overall feel and look of it, it looks like we have Java, which is going to be your quick service restaurant here. Off to the right, the little fish sculpture above the beer table is actually really funny. More wine bottles. This place says we like to drink, and we want you to drink. Here's wine. So it's really cool. But yeah, this one seems more elegant than the other one. We have the lobby's not as big, and then we have another just small gift shop. I see a huge Magic Band wall back there though. But another gift shop, doesn't look like there's much different inside of there. We look over and there's one of the automatic spinning doors, but I like that there's like a terrarium inside of the door. It's just something you don't see every day at a resort. We are going to head out of Swan and Dolphin over to Boardwalk. Now, you could get back on a boat and take a boat to Boardwalk, but from this point, the driver of the boat said that it was 15 minutes because they're going to stop at Yacht and Beach Club as well, or you can just walk across this bridge and it'll take you to the boardwalk in about 5 minutes. So we are going to take a walk across this bridge because I feel waiting 15 minutes versus, and that's also like if the boat is there. The boat has to be there waiting for you for it to be 15 minutes. Otherwise, you're waiting for the boat to show up and then the 15-minute boat ride. But Boardwalk is just located right over this way, so I don't mind walking even though it is a cold, gray day outside. We have made it to Disney's Boardwalk Inn Resort. The Boardwalk is actually a really cool place to hang out, especially at night. It's all lit up. There's live performers. There's so much to actually do here at Disney's Boardwalk that, like, again, you could use a whole day and night to this and not even step foot in the parks and have a lot of fun here. Just look at the view. Just look at the view right here. Insane. It's just, you cannot beat the Disney skylines. Everything is so beautiful. The Disney Boardwalk is exactly what it sounds like when you hear the name. You expect it to be described. It is a boardwalk. Throughout the night, you will see live performances. There are a mother-daughter hula hoop act. There's a jump rope act, a magician. It's really cool to see this place come alive at night. These are rooms right here too. So if you have a room that faces out to the boardwalk, you can get a lot of that entertainment without even leaving your room. There is a shop down here. There's an art store. There are Siri bikes. There's a deli, ice cream shop. This is where the cake bake shop is located. This is where Blue Ribbon Corn Dog is located. The Flying Fish. There's also a magic bar, Abracadabra. There are like carnival style games here. It really is so much to do at the Disney Boardwalk. They even do movie nights over here on the grass. We are going to take a jaunt into Thimbles and Threads. This is going to be your shop here on the boardwalk. Here you will find actual boardwalk themed merch, like this Loungefly towel, t-shirt, ornaments, ears. The Loungefly and the ears smell like chocolate, pins, tumbler, all kinds of things. And then, of course, your standard Disney merch again, because it is a Disney merchandise shop. But because it is a Disney resort, you have your boardwalk specific merch, including a bathrobe. Need a bathrobe? T-shirt, ears, Abracadabra t-shirt. Look at this. Abracadabra glass. Really enjoy coming to the boardwalk. It's funny how these were so hard to find and now they're everywhere. I'm happy I completed my set, so I don't need any more, but there are Disney ducks out everywhere now. Oh, look, they're the vehicles. It's got the Pizza Planet truck. How cute is that? So here on this open grass area is where they do the movie nights. They put up a giant screen and they play a Disney movie for you and your family to enjoy. Located right off of that is the Promenade Fine Art Gallery. And this place, I tell you, is beautiful to walk around in. Leave the kiddos outside though, because there is tons of glass inside of this place. We are headed inside and immediately this artwork of the boardwalk itself. Hello, good, how are you? Oh, these are so beautiful. Those are so beautiful. The Beauty and the Beast. This giant Ariel, I am in love because someday I'll have a place to fit this inside of. There's also a table. It is so pretty. There's so much artwork. Oh my God. There is just so much artwork. It is so pretty. Honestly, I love looking at art. I want more art like this on my walls in my house and just around. There is a water droplet over here that is super pretty. Paintings, so pretty. The 7 doors down there. It's so pretty. You have a table with the villains. It's just so cool. I thought there was one. There is so much artwork here, and what's wild is we were just talking and asking about like where the art comes from. They have 45 artists that they work with, and right now they are rotating out their artwork for Festival of the Arts, which is really cool. You can visit them right outside of Test Track. They have a huge area with all their artwork displayed there. So some of the things that you normally would see in here are actually out right now. Outside of the promenade is a little hallway that takes you to the fitness center, the arcade, and to the pool, which actually is so funny right now because it is so cold, but the pool is heated. No one's in it at the moment, but you can see the steam coming off of the pool because it is just that cold right now. Nice cold gray day. Hope the steam is picking up on the camera because it's actually kind of creepy. Makes me think of like Silent Hill. But it's cool to see too. But that's how cold versus how warm the pool is. We are going to head up to the lobby so you can take a look at the lobby here at the boardwalk. There is just some cool things to see inside. And, well, I'll just let you take a look and you can determine if this one thing is cool or not so cool. But this like sculpture up there, you have a carousel down here, which is really cute. Lobby is super sophisticated looking and nice and quiet. Even for a lobby as you're checking in, there is a roller coaster on display over here. That is really cool to see. There's also a fuel rod station back here if you have those fuel rods you need to change out. I do know that there is a fuel rod station located back here in the theme of the Disney Boardwalk. The Bellevue Lounge is back here. So we are headed to change out our fuel rods. So with the reservation, you're able to park at the boardwalk. And if you don't want to have to walk into the lobby, there is a stairwell here that takes you straight down to the boardwalk without having to actually go inside the lobby. So most resorts do not let you park at them unless you have a reservation at their restaurants. Boardwalk will make exceptions occasionally. If you are going to the dance hall, it also just kind of really depends on what's going on. When they opened Blue Ribbon Corn Dog, they were not allowing people to park at the boardwalk. But most times I'm able to just park at the boardwalk if I tell them I'm going to the dance hall, because the dance hall does close after most standard Disney transportation stops running, which means that you would have to Uber or Lyft off property. But most times they'll tell you that you can either park at Hollywood and Skyline over or take a boat, or they will tell you to park at Disney Springs and take a bus to the boardwalk. But if you're doing the dance hall at night, they will typically let you park here without any issue. Another fun activity to do with your family is you can rent out the Surrey bikes. They have the just 2 of the 4-seaters. You can do the single bike for $30 per half hour, or double bike for $35 per half hour, and you're able to ride those up and down the boardwalk. So here is the Flying Fish and Abracadabra, which is the magic themed bar, disappear nightly. That's hilarious. Here's also Blue Ribbon Corn Dog, where you can get a traditional corn dog, pickle dog, Mexican street corn dog, or a giant mozzarella stick. And they mean giant mozzarella stick. It's huge. This pizza window is one of the best places to get food on property. It is really good, and you have to try it if you come down to the boardwalk. Another food option is the Boardwalk Deli. So you can get sandwiches and salads and pastries and desserts and such here. Then you have the Boardwalk Ice Cream Shop next to that. So your sweet treats and such. But the place that a lot of people were talking about for a long time because it took so long to open is now open, which is the Cake Bake Shop. But would you try this? Let me know in the comments below, because it is a $26 slice of cake from the Cake Bake Shop. I'll tell you, I tried it and it was worth it. It was really good. I saw someone ate here and their total was about $146 for entree, appetizers, cake, and a drink. So it's kind of one of those things of what's it worth to you? Would you have to decide if it's something that's going to be worth you actually spending your hard-earned money on? Because for me, I tried this cake and it was absolutely worth every bit of it. I tried the millionaire cake and I enjoyed it. Actually, it looks like they lowered their prices because it was $26, but now it looks like that cake slice is $22.99. So they dropped $3 off of the price of that cake. One of the coolest things about staying at all three of these resorts is that you can actually just walk to Epcot if you want to get your exercise in instead of having to take the Friendship boat. The Friendship boat does dock at Swan and Dolphin, and then it goes to Yacht Club and Beach Club, and then Boardwalk, and then Epcot. So if you're at Swan and Dolphin and you load the boat, you are going to have to wait at all those stops to make it over to Epcot afterwards. And just like that, we have made it from Boardwalk to Epcot. We have to go drop some ears that I made off at Pop Century. So we're gonna hop on the Skyliner. We'll come back this way, get over to Yacht and Beach, and then we can take a boat back to Hollywood Studios. Or the other option is you can walk from this area to Hollywood Studios as well. So if you are somebody who's on a fitness journey or just wants to get your steps in, you can actually walk between Epcot and Hollywood Studios. The Skyliner is a must-do for me. Like, if you are coming to Disney, I think that you should at least take one ride on the Skyliner. All you have to do is park at Hollywood Studios and then jump on the Skyliner to make your way to visit places like Pop Century, Art of Animation, Caribbean Beach, and Riviera. It just screams Disney to me. I'm a person who's crazy and I enjoy the Skyliner voice announcement over the monorail. After I say that I like the announcement of the Skyliner voice more than the monorail, we get in the Skyliner without the announcement. I just realized that it's been silent this whole time and we have not gotten the Skyliner announcement, and that makes me sad because I enjoyed the Skyliner announcement so much and now we don't have it. And we keep stopping. This is torture. Of course, once you come from Epcot and you are headed to either Hollywood Studios, you would take that route. Or if you're going to continue on to Art of Animation and Pop Century, you would come over here. This is the transfer station for the Skyliner. One thing to keep in mind that if there's heavy raining or lightning or thunder in the area, they will stop the Skyliner. And you'll have to take a bus option. You will have to take a bus alternative, but this is the Skyliner hub that gets you everywhere that you need to go. And we are headed on our way to Pop Century. Let's see if we get a Skyliner that has, let's see if we get an announcement.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Now get ready to travel back in time and enter the animated worlds of Disney. We are on our way to Disney's Pop Century Resort and Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
Love it. I was about to be upset. We have made it to the only floating Skyliner station on Disney property, and that's because it is located between Disney's Pop Century Resort and Disney's Art of Animation Resort on top of Hourglass Lake. So it is a floating Skyliner station. Pop Century, honestly, is my favorite resort to stay at. When we were here vacating, couldn't speak. Honestly, Pop Century was my favorite resort that we stayed at, and it's where we came every time we came back because I really love the convenience of the Skyliner for Hollywood Studios and for Epcot. Also, the theming is just really fun and cool. My favorite fun fact is the reason why Pop Century and Art of Animation are connected is because Pop Century was actually supposed to continue. So right now, Pop Century goes from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And the other side where Art of Animation was supposed to be the 10s, 20s, 30s, and 40s. But they had to scrap that idea and restart and make the Art of Animation, which is another beautiful resort. Sometime we'll have to do a full resort tours. Let me know in the comments which resorts you would like to see a full tour of, and I will absolutely take you to them. I just love the larger-than-life characters and things here. You have a giant Play-Doh tub with a giant Play-Doh elephant coming out of it. You have the pedal pool, which is the biggest pool here at Pop Century. Again, no one is in these pools right now. It looks like they're actually probably closed because of how cold it is. People have been in here even though it's been cold all week, but I think that they actually have them closed now because there's no one, no lifeguard, no sign of life at all. But it's too cold for that. There's like a wind chill of 25, so I wouldn't want to be in this pool right now. I know it's crazy to hear people in Florida say that they're cold and see people in big jackets, but it is like 44 degrees outside with a wind chill of 25. And that's pretty cold for Florida, especially considering like we've been here during this time and we were able to swim. Well, we weren't here this time. We were here next week last year. And we were able to get into the pool when I came for Brett's birthday. And not this time around. It is cold. I heard the sun is supposed to come out tomorrow. We will see. But as of right now, these last few days have been cold, wet, and gray. I do love the theming and the like turn of the century paintings and pictures on the wall, as well as the different shadow boxes with the different decades. Like, oh my gosh. The 80s. Look at this computer. Funny, like this would be the camera that you carried if you were vlogging at that time. You have records, Tina Turner, Michael Jackson, Elton John, Madonna. You have some other movie icons, TV. So much. Toys in the 80s. Oh my gosh. I remember my sister had a Rainbow Bright doll and my brother got tired of it, so he buried it. And by my brother buried it, I mean that I buried it, and I don't think I've ever told her that, so if she watches this video, she'll find out that it was me that buried her Rainbow Bright and not my brother, but I blamed it on him. She was just creepy. She was just creepy, y'all. Oh, no, 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 no. Nightmare Fuel. Even that Mickey Mouse. Are you kidding? That's wild. 1971. These characters were crazy. What's this? Like a giant, just like a Mickey wand? Back scratcher? This is so cool to see, though, the history of Disney here as well. So we stopped at Pop Century for lunch, and I have to show you, they have a pork porchetta burger and street corn fries. And I, of course, had to pick up the cheesecake. It's my favorite thing. So, of course, there is that rainbow cheesecake from Pop Century, the pork porchetta burger and fries with a fried egg. And it just looks so good and smells good. And I got those street corn fries. They look so delicious, and I cannot wait to dig into all of this. The sun started coming down, so we just left after visiting Pop Century, and we have to go pick up Hazel. So we had to end the video there. I hope you enjoyed seeing the different resorts. It was really fun kind of just going around today, even though it was cold, rainy, gray, but you know what, we still had a good time because we're at Disney. Thank you all so much to my patrons for supporting in so many different ways. I really appreciate it. I'm going to put them up on the screen here so we can give them their flowers because I truly appreciate all the love and support. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one while we fly around Walt Disney World leaving trails of pixie dust. Bye.